Good evening, I'm back. I knew you couldn't wait. This is part 3 of my series on the incredible film starring Joaquin Phoenix, The Joker. And now we talk about manifestation and magic, and the Joker. There is now a craze where people talk about this manifestation that you practice. It's the law of attraction, and now manifestation. And there are many books about how to manifest what you want, how to be who you want, how to do it. You be positive, you manifest. Manifest. There are people on YouTube like the occultist, what's his name? A.E. Coetting. Interesting guy out of Utah, I think. He's got thousands of videos, and he's interesting. He's a professional at it, and he's got a lot of writers that write with him, and they contact. I guess there are different forms of Luciferianism and different things like that. And he talks about you practice hard and you ascend. It's a form of enlightenment, and it's he's a professional at it. And interesting. And there's another guy, 666 Stuxheimer. He's an occultist. I don't know if they're not really rivals. The Stuxheimer guy, I forget his name, Tyrell Varnek or something. He's actually interesting. Almost primarily a political pundit now. He's an intelligent guy, and he says I was a Satanist and so forth, and now he's not. I don't know what his comments on this manifestation is or whatever, but he's translated or made available some of these goetic grimoires. If you've seen my video, I'm not completely unfamiliar with this occultism. I guess by now I've read enough of it that I can understand the I can understand it. The Joker and manifestation is a clear connection. He's having trouble with apparently like a schizophrenia. And his show he watches with his mom, his favorite show, which is a sort of a Tonight Show, which is a reversal of King of Comedy with Jerry Lewis and De Niro. Now De Niro is the show host, the kind of a Jack Parr, Conan O'Brien, more of a maybe a Johnny Carson type of cat. And the Joker and his pre-Joker regular guy's schizophrenic clown persona manifests himself into that show, right? He's watching TV and he appears there. He appears to. It's magic with the K. Now it's spelled with the K because I guess of Crowley, right? I've got a lot of videos here on Crowley. Crowley. Rhymes with holy, right? So this is apparent in that film, and it's a craze now. And you kind of if you're skeptical about it with people, they get a little bit angry. I'm manifesting. I manifested a new job. Well, how did you do that? Well, I applied for 52 of them, and I got one, and I liked it. I fucking manifested it. Is it real or not? You really want something, you focus on it, you read the books, it happens. Well, yeah, I don't, in a way. And if it does exist in an esoteric form, or occult thing, or mumbo jumbo thing, guys like this cat, E.A. Coetting, say it's He's up front. He said, "This is you're involved in black magic." So you've got to kind of think of that. So there could be something to it, because I refer also back to that gentleman from Utah. He's smart, but of course there's another guy, Manly P. Hall, was a longtime guy, Masonic scholar, I think you'd call him. So he's got thousands of things on YouTube. You can check him out. So he was quite knowledgeable. Obviously an expert in the Freemasonry and the history of it, but also of the esoteric form of the Masonry. And he has these amazing long lectures. My point why I'm bringing up Manly P. Hall, I think he's a verified 33-degree man in the Brotherhood, right? Because it's interesting, because Manly P. Hall, in one of his books, might be Secret Teaching Through the Ages, his main tome. Forgive me if that's Madame Blavatsky's book, but he has a huge one. I'll try to leave it in liner notes. I think that's the one he refers to. This self-help stuff, that mostly feels when you go to the Barnes and Noble, right? What is it? It's kind of a lot of vampire books with porn, kind of a semi-porn, light porn. Maybe exercise books, politics, and the other thing is a whole section on self-help, which has a lot of this stuff. Be who you can be. And he actually says this self-help book stuff is black magic. He actually says that what people think of, and I guess he was writing in the 50s, the 60s, 70s, maybe the early 80s, black magic, the self-help books. In other words, he said now people are in these actual groups, black magic, all kinds of magic. But he said that these self-help books were the new form, or the last remaining form of the black magic. Okay, so I'm not saying, so if you're manifesting, and they have this, I've seen so many ads, like I'm a Pilates teacher, I've manifested this. It's a lot of pictures of good-looking people on the beach. I created this, I've manifested this. Maybe nobody has the guts to say they look awfully good in their yoga outfit, and they are training it, and they're teaching the Pilates of the yoga, and they're manifesting. But there's tons of people on this YouTube here that they teach lessons. And they tell you how to manifest. Manly P. Hall, Masonic scholar, says it's black magic. Is there something to that? Very interesting to me. Until tomorrow night, we'll go into this deeper. Good night, friends.